Hello, you beautiful, beautiful souls. Welcome to your Aquarius video and welcome to Aquarius by Aquarius. I'm your host, Colleen, and I'm creating this video for you on November 4th or 5th, 2025. Keep in mind, tarot is timeless. I'm only giving you the date. That way you know I don't repost. And if you do like my videos, I post 2 fresh videos every single day, one around 6 p.m. and one at 10:30 p.m. That's Eastern time, Florida time in the U.S. And if you like to chat and hang out with other people, then check out my 10:30 p.m. video, because that comes with a live chat every single night, and we'd love to have you in there. So before I start your reading, I did channel a song, 2 of them, but before I start my reading, I want to be the first person to tell you all that you're so beautiful and you're so needed in this world, and I want to thank each and every one of you for being here, for sharing your time and your energy. I value you and the divine values you, and thank you for hanging out with me. So I channeled 2 songs, which was weird, and they're not even like in the same genre, so I feel like it's like 2 viewpoints. I channeled Gloria Estefan, I think that's it, Gloria Estefan, Anything for You, and then I channeled Leonard Skinner, They Call Me the Breeze. So it's like, in her song, it's like, you know, even though you've put me through pain, you know, I can't ignore when I see you that I feel something, and, you know, I feel like, you know, she'll help a person because she still cares about a person, even though, you know, there's no more being together, or something like this. And then Leonard Skinner, They Call Me the Breeze, and I don't know, I listened to some of the song, and it was like, you know, I keep rolling down the road. So it's like, I don't know who's hurt. I don't know if, you know, somebody got hung up on somebody who is just unattainable, or a Rolling Stone. But, you know, I know that's a song, you know, Papa was a Rolling Stone. So I don't know, we're just going to see what wants to come out here. But those were the 2 songs that I heard, and maybe it's 2 viewpoints. You know, there might be somebody who has been hurt, and another person, a person who's hurt them, wants to come in and you know, come around, or for whatever reason, you know, because like she said, I'll do anything for you. So maybe someone's going to ask, but maybe someone who's going to ask something is somebody who's put the other person through pain. Okay. Spirit of Place. That's a serious card there. There's a lot of serious thought in it. Spirit of Place. It's a card number 4. 4 is stability. 4 is also Emperor energy. Let's see. It says, our ancient ancestors believed that every place has a spirit looking after it or embodying it. Just as we have a soul, the plants, trees, birds, mountains, and rivers have their own essences. When a spirit of place arrives in your reading, it says that the answer to your query is overarching theme of your circumstances. I had to look closer at that word. Overarching circumstances of your theme of your struggle. Okay. Is your question about struggle? Is your question about the need to control the situation? What is your inquiry about? So, all right. We haven't even got that far. So it's just saying, what is it you're inquiring about? All right. That's what I feel like you're going to be like, especially if someone who's hurt you returns, and if they, let's just say if they, whatever the reason that they're returning for, if they, let's say if they wanted back in your life, or if they needed your help, it's almost like Spirit of Place. I feel like you're going to be asking yourself, what is it that you're asking of me first? Before I say yes or no, what is it that you are asking of me? Because maybe someone can't deliver something, you know? It's kind of like, reminds me, you know, I'd do anything for you, but I don't know if I can do that, you know? It could be something like that. Ooh. Well, we have funeral, which is a definite ending, and then we have this mirroring. But I feel like this is a person. I feel like this is the energy of, well, yeah, I'll do anything for you. Okay. But there's a hint of sadness behind it. So I don't know if someone's willing to do something for you, but they can't be with you. I don't know if you're willing to do something for someone, but they can't be with somebody. Because I do feel like somebody is with another person, but you guys are in some sort of communication. So I kind of got that energy. God, I get that deep sinking feeling in my heart. I don't like that feeling because I know this feeling. I've experienced it before. It's just a very deep sinking feeling that when somebody's gone from your life, it's like when you mourn them, even if they're still on this planet alive, you mourn them because they're not in your life and you weren't ready for that, you know. And I don't know if, like I say, if this reading even relates to you, or if it will even relate by the time I'm done. But hopefully nobody passes away, but you know, it could be, but it still represents ending. But if somebody is like asking you to help them through something, you know, I feel like you're like, you know, I would do anything for you, but you know, I need to know what it is first. And you know how I feel about you, but you know, you've hurt me. And so, but there's some memories here, and on the bottom there's some memories here. Okay. So this is what I do feel like strongly. I do feel like there's somebody in another connection, and I feel like, but in telepathic communication with you. You know, Gloria Estefan's song is very beautiful. You know, you can tell her heart and soul is in it. And then when you listen to the other song, it's just like, you know, I just keep rolling down the road. It's like someone who really just doesn't, you know, wasn't really probably needing any help, not wanting any help. There could be a man, I mean, there's a man here. There could be a man who wants your help from the past. Okay, maybe somebody you had a lot of passion for. We have strong emotion, passion, love, or hate. And it says dealings with a man with, you know, it doesn't matter. I don't know why these character cards try to describe what people look like, but we have a man figure. Doesn't have to be a man, but there's, like I said, someone's in a relationship, but you're in telepathic communication with that person, or they are with you. They need some sort of help, or you need some sort of help, and then the other person is sort of thinking about that, and is sort of thinking, you know, like, should I help this person? You know, I do anything, but I don't, you know, what is it first? I'll do anything, but what is it? I'm not going to say yes before you tell me. It's kind of like, you know. So I feel like in her song, she was willing to do anything for this person. But she knew that this person probably wasn't going to be with her, or couldn't, or whatever. We have chain of events that will affect your life, and then we have great passion. Well, you know what chains were meant to do. Chains can break, chains can hold things together, chains can bind people, but we have great passion and a chain of events. So there's going to be a chain of events that apparently affects somebody's life. I feel like someone's going to need the other person's help, and the person that they're going to reach out to for help is going to be a person that they have some sort of history with. And doesn't have to be a relationship. It's feelings. Okay, there's feelings. If this person is coming to you and asking for help, it's looking like you could have some kind of feelings for this person. And they hurt you. All right. Like I said, if the shoe's on the other foot and you're asking for someone for help, maybe you would hurt them. But I really feel like you're already in telepathic communication with this person. I feel like this person is going to be The person is representing a masculine energy that's going to be, someone is in a connection, but they're going to possibly want your help. So interesting. We have a Four of Blades, which is a pop-up tent, okay, but it's sort of like rest and recovery. It is healing. It's also silence, you know, no movement, lack of movement. And we have the Chariot in the reverse, okay, and then we have the King of Cups here below. So the Chariot in the reverse, and the Four of Blades upright, somebody is right now thinking, okay. They're thinking. They're not saying anything. They're in the King of Cups energy, which is they're in their emotions and they're in their feelings and they're keeping it to themselves. All right. Now this cup says, I love Dad. Okay. This is, you know, this is, there's a dog here. There's children. And maybe that's this person. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I'm just drawn to the dogs for some reason, because in the pre-shuffle I got dogs come out as well. I'm going to pull more cards out. We have the Star here in the reverse. So I feel like you're the one. Something could happen. All right. Again, there's an ending. Somebody might need help through it. And I do feel like it's like that. Now, are you going to help this person? I don't know. Or is this person going to help you? I don't know. Like I said, the way I'm hearing her sing that song, you know, I could also hear somebody say, you know, I'd do anything for you, but what's that but going to be? Is that going to be, but I can't? Is it going to be, you know, yeah, I'll help you even though it makes me feel like, you know, dying because, you know, I can't act like I don't care for you, but also I understand that I can't be with you. So it might even be, because that's where I want to hurt in my heart. That's where my heart wants to sort of like sink. And geez, guys, a lot of people, a lot of psychics are aware of this. I don't mean tarot readers. A lot of psychics are aware of this. A lot of people are aware of this. You know, there's like a swoop between September and the first of the year. People go home. People go home every day, but there's almost like a big swoop that happens because in heaven there's a huge celebration that goes on this time of year. I mean, you want to talk about the best party in town, right? It's the holiday celebrations that happen over there. It's the season over there, okay? It's the entire season. And a lot of people exit. They exit around the holidays. I have 2 funeral cards. That's why I say that. Okay, and my condolences. Somebody could pass. And the dogs. Somebody could pass away. And they're like, can you help me with my dogs? Or can you help me with these dogs because this person passed away? I mean, however somebody might need help, I feel like it's for the other person to say yes. It's a challenge because there's feelings tied to this. And here's dogs again. So I'm really drawn to the dogs, and the job, a side hustle came out in the pre-shuffle, so it might be like a little extra money. And if you're looking for a side hustle, okay, you know, definitely I see it could definitely help with that, all right? Or it could be a temporary job. Now that's another thing. During Mercury retrogrades, a lot of times people can get temporary jobs, you know, jobs for the holiday season, temporary jobs that don't last forever. And it's like that. It's like this person's going to need help. Someone needs help. Someone calls upon the other person. Let's say you. They're like, Aquarius, I need your help, please. And this person has hurt you. This person touches your heart in some kind of way. And it's like you're going to have that choice. Do I help this person or do I not help this person? Can I put my feelings aside to help this person? I feel like unconditional love does something like that. I feel unconditional love does put that stuff aside because I mean there's a 9 of Wands here. And I kind of feel like this is you in this moment. I do, because like she says, you know, I feel like crying inside. I feel like dying or something like that. But, you know, I'll do anything for you. And I just want to sigh. You know, Six of Coins. I feel like someone is sort of, they're in their intuition here, but I can tell that they're not. All right. High Priestess energy is Virgo Pisces energy, but this is an energy of someone who doesn't know what to do really, and they're supposed to. You know, this is an intuition card, but if someone is going through a major ending, okay, whether it's a funeral or just a major life cycle ending, it's hard and somebody needs to get through it. And I feel like this person could have cut you off, been harsh. Maybe somebody has also Gemini in their chart, but I feel like whoever is coming in is somebody who could have cut you off, been harsh. Or maybe they've even asked other people. I don't know. Maybe they even have asked other people, but I don't see that here. So, you know, don't claim any of that. But I just feel like whatever that Knight of Blades is, okay, might be significant. I'm going to clarify that though. So let's get into clarifying. Tell me about the Four of Blades, Four of Swords, Four of Swords. This might be you before everything happens. You're just sort of in your peace, okay? You might, you know, whatever. You might be in your little space, in your little Zen space, all right? Or this could be someone else, okay? This could even be someone who ghosted you, cut you off abruptly, and then, like, you hear from them out of the blue, and they might need some help. I don't know. Tell me about this. Three of Pentacles. It's like a work proposition, okay, or working together. It looks like a work proposition, but it doesn't look long term. It could come about literally during the retrograde, and it looks like it's, you know, Aquarius, please help me. I will pay you. I need your help. I don't know what to do right now. Again, someone's intuition is usually that's on point is like this, and it can be like that when someone passes away. Nobody thinks straight. Look, it's like when someone passes away, it does put us in our quiet space, our space of mourning. And somebody might need help through a mourning process, okay? A lot of dogs, there's animals, okay? And it could be like that. Can you please help me? There'll be a conversation, and it does look like, can you help me? That's a Three of Pentacles. Can you help me? Can we work together? Can we work something out? I'll pay you. What, you know? Tell me about the Chariot in the reverse. Cancer energy, Ace of Cups reverse. You haven't heard from this person yet. Give me a card, another one. This is also, this Ace of Cups. This Ace of Cups can be a child. This Ace of Cups can be love. This Ace of Cups is in the reverse, and it kind of went here, like this could be someone you cared about deeply. You cared about this person deeply, and it looks like they just could, things could have like that. Things could have happened between you guys abruptly. And did I see these other cards? We have the High Priestess, which is Virgo Pisces. Ten of Pentacles can talk about inheritance or family legacy. Somebody could even inherit something, okay, from a father, grandfather, something like this. Someone could inherit something. It doesn't have to be a father. It's just a man here. It can be an inheritance from anybody. And then it's like, I need your help. And the reason I say inheritance is because I got a couple of funeral cards, and then I got this High Priestess who's like, looks dazed and confused. And the High Priestess never looks dazed and confused. The High Priestess intuition is always on point. This one doesn't look on point. This one looks like there's something really affecting their life and they need help. Page of Cups is in the reverse. Again, like I said, you haven't heard from this person, and you haven't heard this conversation. Impossibility is this also hasn't happened yet, if it is one of those where God forbid somebody passes. But I do see Ten of Pentacles. I see justice. I see what this could be: a will, signing of a will, reading of a will. So of a person. Here's the King. No, that's the Knight of Cups. This could be if someone receives an inheritance, this could be passed down from a father or a grandfather to a son, or to a child, grandchild, a favorite. Okay, somebody was babysat by their grand. I don't know. Looks like somebody was babysitting this person as a child, and I feel like they grew a bond with this person. If somebody does pass away and leaves a legacy or an inheritance, it was something to do with they had bonded as kids, even though when the person passes they might not be kids. Does that make sense? Or they're grown basically. Ten of Cups reverse, the Fool reverse. See, it does look like somebody loses a family member, and that's what's going to start the journey between you and this person. But it's not going to start from scratch. You know this person's hurt you, or it seems that way. So I know I'm not going to spend a lot of time with this. You do what you want to do. It's your life, okay? It's your life. I'm just reading the cards. That's all I'm doing. I understand some people are going to be like, this is a terrible reading. It's a fact of life. People pass away every day. Is this not a fact of life? Passing away should be a celebration. I know it's hard for people to think that, but people who get to go home, they don't have to suffer here anymore. They don't. They get to get their new spirit bodies, and they don't have to be in their physical ailments anymore. And it does seem like it's an elder, but not like it's an older person, but it doesn't have to be old. But it's someone respected in the family, okay? It's a pillar in the family, this Ten of Pentacles. Because like I said, this person, I feel like it's an elder. I feel like it's somebody who bonded with their children or grandchildren, and they're going home. I'm sorry guys, but that's what I'm getting here. And there's somebody who you're in telepathic communication with. There was somebody else, and then they might need your help. Tell me about the Seven of Coins. Right here, it's again Seven of Coins. So Seven of Coins is reverse. Seven of Coins is upright. Like, it looks like someone's going to have to reach into their whatever, their bank account, their savings or whatever, but someone looks like they're gaining an inheritance, okay? And then King of Wands, Four of Wands, and then here they come to your house or where you hang out. And they announced this. The Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords was come out here too. It hasn't happened, is what it's showing up. It hasn't happened yet. In this reading, that's kind of how it's showing up. Tell me about that Knight of Wands in the reverse. The Tower. Yeah, it was really looking like it's permanent. This Tower is permanent. So the kind is looking like death, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Whoever experiences this. But it really doesn't seem like it's Aquarius. It really seems like it's someone who needs your help because they lose somebody. Okay? It's a tower that is permanent. You understand that? It's a permanent tower, or it's a permanent breakup. And death again. Right here. Death. And the Queen of Cups. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. You know, I want you guys to know I created this channel not for myself, but for God, because my other channel failed and I went through a dark night of the soul, and I kept hearing, I heard for months, Aquarius by Aquarius, Aquarius by Aquarius, Aquarius by Aquarius. I heard it for months, and I fought it and I fought it and I fought it and I fought it. Okay, so when I do these readings, I do what the divine wants to come out, and I hope that you guys see that. I'm not here to just blow smoke up your ass. I hope you really, really see that. People need help through hard times. Why can't that come out in the tarot reading? I got 1, 2, 3. What else? 4. 4 cards to suggest somebody's going home. Tell me about the Knight of Coins. It's a card of Virgo. Seven of Swords and the reverse. And clarify that Seven of Swords, because I'm not. And Queen of Wands. Okay. Reverse. And the Devil. All right. Now, if somebody, let's say somebody comes back around, you haven't seen them in a while. Doesn't matter if they have Virgo in their chart or anything. That it's a card of time. And this person with this card of time has got the Devil. It's Capricorn energy, but it's the Devil. It's an energy of temptations, bondage, and the things that keep us from our goals here. Okay, it can be obsession. And then we have this Queen of Wands reverse with the Seven of Swords reverse. The Seven of Swords is, like I say, it's somebody might ask an Aries, Leo, Sag, or someone else to help them before you. Okay. They could. I don't know, because they could also be worried about an Aries, Leo, Sag, thinking that if they ask you for help, they get accused of cheating, okay, or get accused of hiding something. So whoever is coming toward you, you know, if this is your reading, whoever's coming toward you who needs help, they really do need help. They could have lost a family member, okay? When this happens, they could have lost a family member. This person right here, this person who's avoided you, they could be caught up with somebody, some sort of sex addiction, or somebody karmic. And then there's some energy here of like, well, you know, they might be worried that they get accused of cheating. They might be worried if this person finds out, or if this person finds out that you're helping them. They might not tell this person as well, because Seven of Swords can be lying, stealing, planning covertly, okay, and sabotage. So just know that this is who this person is. Okay, this is who this person is. Tell me about the Nine of Wands. That's their decision. They got to make a decision. Or maybe they're trying to make a decision between asking you and someone else. Okay. But I feel like you're the one, because I feel like if they ask somebody else, I feel like it's not going to pan out. Or maybe they'll ask you first, and then they'll ask this other person if you say no. King of Pentacles reverse. and King of Swords reverse and Queen of Swords upright. So this is a person. There's a lot of kings and queens here. We have a matched pair not together, and then we have this King of Pentacles right here in the middle reverse. Whoever is this is referring to that someone needs help. Even maybe somebody has an elder that they need help with. Okay, someone who can't do things for themselves anymore. This is somebody, maybe they don't have a lot of extra money, okay, but they need your help. This could also be somebody who waiting for the payout so that they can even contact you, or waiting for the legal stuff to process. It looks like I mean, there's a 10 of Wands here and the 6 of Cups. Whatever it is, I feel like this person has you in mind. This person is also guided to come to you and not to this possible Leo person here, or a controlling person in their life. Tell me about the 5 of Cups. That's another funeral card here with a dog. Even the dog. So like I said, if someone passes away, you might be taking care of this person's dog. Page of Pentacles. And that looks like a will, you know. That looks like it's a Page of Pentacles, but it's also, you know, it looks like a document here. You know, the Knight of Blades can be a heart attack as well, if I wanted to, you know, because I'm... Okay. I hope nobody walks in on somebody. You know, I got the image of when I found my deceased husband. I found him. I was the one that found him. I don't know why it is. I lost my mom and my, obviously my deceased husband in 4 months apart. Interesting. I lost my mom in October, and I lost my, you know, my husband at the time in my birthday. Well, actually, not on my birthday. I picked his ashes up on my birthday. I lost him in February. So this is like, I understand this could have been the person who found them. I'm pretty sure I'm on point. I'm not even going to play. I'll make this as short as possible, okay? Because it's just one of those readings that it's not going to resonate. But it's looking like someone needs your help. So don't think that this is happening to you. It's looking like someone needs your help. And it looks like it's a person you know, and it looks like it's a person who hurt you. I don't know. They lose a family member. I can tell you that. I don't know how they lose them. And I don't know if they lose them because they pass or away, or I don't know if they lose them because it's a breakup. But it's just more to indicate they pass away. And I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry. But there's more about that, and it causes this person to come toward you. All right, whatever happens causes this person to come toward you. I heard the word distraught. I feel like someone's distraught. So it looks like they'll need your help, whoever this person is, and it looks like it'll pay a little bit of money. It looks like they're going to need your help, and it looks like you're really going to have to swallow. I don't know what you're going to do, Aquarius, because it looks like you got feelings for this person. And it also looks like you want to help them. It also looks like they're with somebody. So let's just end this damn reading. Tell me about the Page of Coins. Now, maybe if it's a family member, you're not going to care if they're with somebody. But it's been a long time, it looks like. There's some history here. I got I think 3 or 4 cards of somebody going home. Definitely there's a family member leaving their life, okay, one form or another. King of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. King of Pentacles is Taurus. Somebody could have Taurus in their chart. I have 2 cards of Taurus. It could be somebody's Taurus in their chart. And King of Wands reverse. Okay, there could be a Taurus that's not doing too good. Doesn't have to be that, but there is something that's happening, and it seems like it's happening around the holiday season, okay, or this time forward. You know, like I say, most psychics know there's a big swoop that happens from September to January, and February even. And I do feel like somebody does discover that the family member is gone, and I do feel like that's where all of the things are going to happen, to where it comes down to maybe 2 people, and I think they ask you. I feel they'll ask you first, or I feel that when they ask you, they're worried about somebody knowing. So I don't know. There's some sort of 7 of Swords around that. Tell me about that. Now I can also 7 of Swords reverse. Let's say somebody does go home and pass on. Look at this, 2 of Cups. Okay, you're already in telepathic communication with this person, so I feel like you are the person that will be contacted, all right? But there's this hold on a second. I had a brain fart. Hold on. Sorry about that. I just, like, a message came in and it left real quick. But I have too many cards that look like funeral and a will, and I have 2 cards that look literally like a will. And then a person returns, okay? You know, this is a scroll, all right? But it's something that someone holds. And then this here, this is buying, okay? Or a property, but it can be inheriting, because I do have that 10 of Pentacles that came out. So this person is going to need your help, all right? I don't know what you're going to do. I don't know what you're going to do. What is Aquarius going to do? I feel like I feel like you care enough for this person to help them. I really do. What are you going to do? Knight of Pentacles is coming out. The Wheel of Fortune is here in the upright. Judgment. Again, there's a lot. I've got Judgment. I've got the Ace of Swords. I had Justice. There's a lot. And then the Knight of Pentacles here, and that's a card of Virgo. There's a lot to suggest there's going to be some sort of paperwork or document to sign. And then you're going to find out about this, all right? The Moon is reversed. It's going to be uncovered. All right, discovered. All right, this is what I was thinking. Finally, it came back. 7 of Swords. Let's say somebody inherits a house. Let's say somebody inherits a house. Right here. You see that house? Let's say they inherit a house. And they're like, Aquarius, can you stay in the house? And can you take care of the animals? Because I'm worried that someone will break in, because the house is vacant. Nobody's in the house. Family member is gone now. What does Aquarius say? What say you, Aquarius? I don't know. You see, the Lovers. See, that's how you feel about this person. You feel like this person... You feel very closely connected to this person. Maybe you feel like it's a twin flame. I don't know. But it's a Lover's card. Also, Gemini energy. Mercury energy. I think you're going to help this person, because I think that you do care. There's going to be some... Looks like a lot of documents and papers. Not necessarily that you have to sign it. This is on the bottom of the deck. But this person will have to go through a process if they are inheriting property. It could be you, and then you're going to ask for help, of course. Of course. Either way. But anyway, we're going to close out this reading. I want to thank you guys for being here. It's already long enough, and I didn't want it to go this long. So let's close out. It's time to take action. Someone's about ready to take action toward you. It's going to be this person. They're going to really, really need your help. Don't let your past hold you back. Okay? So whoever needs to know that anyways. I love you guys. I'll see you in your next video. And namaste, my friends.